What's going on, guys? Aldrin Anastacio here at FlytPath.com, and this is another accessory video for your DJI Mavic 2 Pro. And we have a few things once again from PGYTECH. First one we have here is the remote control clasp. This is to hold your remote control around your neck, so it has a lanyard here. We have next is the filter for the DJI Mavic 2 Pro. This one is the ND plus PL filter set that they have. And last here we have is the landing gear extension headlamp set. So they have two sets of these. One is just the landing gear alone, and then they also have landing gear plus these little flashlights or lights that attach to the legs. Let's quickly unbox them and show you how I've been using them for the past few days. So the first product we're going to talk about is the remote controller clasp. Now this is kind of like a lanyard basically for your remote control. So let's go ahead and open this up and show you exactly what's in here. And it's basically just a few pieces. And one of the first pieces here is a clamp, or it's like a clip that goes on the inside of your remote control. As you can see right here, it says PGYTECH on the front. And what it is, it's a metal clip that is actually shaped to go right around the body of the remote control. And then the other part here is the lanyard piece. So this would go around your neck. All you have to do here is take this metal bracket, place it right here in between. So that USB port here at the very bottom will be usable. And all you have to do is press it down, and it'll then clamp onto the back right there. And it's snug right on the top here, clamps all the way through, and gives you access to your USB port here at the bottom. So to put these together, all you have to do is line them up, push the middle section, the pins will retract, and then now you have a secure connection in between your remote control clamp here and your lanyard. So this will just go around your neck, and you can adjust it through the back here if you want it a little bit tighter. You can just make some adjustments here by pressing in here. And then you can make the lanyard looser or tighter on the back end. Now the difference, what they made here is that even though it is covering your screen, they made this really, really thin so that it's not covering as much as it would be if it was a nice, big, thick, lanyard or string just like that. So quick release is a really cool feature. So if you wanted to take it off and put it back on really quickly, you're able to do that with this little quick release here. But the only downside is, like I mentioned, is it is covering your screen just a little bit, and PGYTECH is trying to, kind of compensate for it by making it a very thin string. So that's the only downside I can really see from it as of right now. Haven't had any issues with it with my phone. I did use it a bunch of times. I've actually used this in the past before for my Mavic Pro as well as my Mavic Air, and just testing those out. So I don't use it all the time, but it is nice to see that there's accessories for it in case you wanted to have a lanyard on you. The next product we have here is the landing gear extension and LED headlamp set. Now there's actually two separate sets that they sell, one without the light and one with the light. This is the set with the two lights attached. Let's open this up and show you exactly what it comes with, and I'll show you kind of some of the things that I learned while I was using it when I first installed it, and some of the things that I can let you guys know that I ran into. So what we have here in the set is, these are the front two legs right here, back two right here. And this is the set that comes with two lights, and here are the two lights right here. So the first thing you want to do is just turn your drone upside down to install the front two legs. Makes it a little bit easier. So all I do is to put it on and off is just really go real slow and just do it a really small wiggle back and forth until they pop off. And as well as when you put them on, slide them on first and then just kind of wiggle them on slowly while you're supporting the antenna and the leg with your other hand. And there you go. So they're just held on there by pressure, and there's also a little bit of rubber on the inside of it to keep it from slipping out. Initially when I tried installing it, I actually thought it was supposed to go on the legs way back here, but looking at the picture again, you can see this little piece right here, which is actually going to go right around the base of the leg, of the back legs, just right here where the kind of the hinge is at. So all you just place it in there just like that, and then wrap this around and clamp it in. And there you go, it'll click in. You can also make sure you're looking at it right, so if you're looking at the drone itself, you're able to see the PGYTECH logo here on the outside. That was another way you line them up and make sure you're putting the right ones on the right leg. So once you put the battery in and you tighten it for the very first time, it'll go through the 4 settings. First one will be on high, second one will be on medium and then low, and last one will be SOS. So what you have to do is actually turn it and tighten it all the way first, and it'll turn on. And then now it'll be on high, loosen it, tighten it again, now it's on medium, loosen the whole thing, tighten it up again, now it's on low, and then loosen it up and then tighten it again, and now it's in SOS mode. So I was completely confused on how to do that. I thought it would just be, you know, something where you're just twisting the actual tip of the light, but really it's tightening and loosening the entire battery compartment in order for you to change the modes. Now, of course, ideally you want to be able to launch off of a pad or a concrete or something flat without any dirt or debris around. I personally will normally just hand launch or hand catch if I'm in a situation like this. But a lot of people that aren't really comfortable doing that, you're going to want to be able to safely launch it up in case you are in something like this where you have rocks, dirt, debris, tall weeds, or some grass around. These leg extensions do help you bring that entire Mavic off the ground, give you a little bit more clearance. That way when you do take off, you feel a little bit more comfortable having the camera and the gimbal off the ground. Here's just a little 360 shot of how everything looks, how all the accessories look on there. We got the filters, we have the leg extensions, as well as the flashlights on there. Now what was nice is when the sun went down, I was able to turn on the auxiliary light as well as the front 2 flashlights, and I switched it over to APAS just to see how much it would help, and it actually did help a lot. I was able to light up some of these bush and trees that were right in front of me, and with APAS on, now the drone was able to see it ahead of the drone and then navigate up and around it. I made a bunch of passes, and all of them worked out pretty well. There was only one other time where it didn't recognize it, and it kind of just stopped in the middle, right in front of the tree. So that worked out fine. At least it didn't go into it. And then later in the evening, I was able to test out, have a little light streaks here, just some long exposure photography. So here's one of the photos I got, and make sure you guys check out my Instagram. It's Instagram/Aldrin, just to see this photo as well as some other ones that I've been able to take with the Mavic 2. Now the last product we have here is the filter for the Mavic 2 Pro. Now this set actually comes with 4 filters. We have the ND8 PL, ND16 PL, ND32, and ND64 PL. So the filters come in this hard plastic case here, which is really cool. You just actually hit press here and it pops up with a magnet for you to open this up. And as you can see, the filters right here, they're all separated with this foam on the inside to keep it nice and safe and secure. Now to install the filters, it's pretty straightforward. All you have to do is support the camera and the gimbal with one hand, and with the other hand, all you have to do is put pressures on the corners, and you have to push in and clockwise, and it'll then rotate the filter off. It'll pop right off just like that. Now the one thing I did notice is that when I installed this filter on, now even though I didn't have any issues with it when I was in flight controlling the gimbal, there was no issue with the weight. But as you can see here, when I just rolled the gimbal and the camera up and down freely, when I installed the PGYTECH one right here, and once it's on the camera itself, push it on the clips, turn it, is that it does add about a gram worth of weight. So as you can see here, now before I used to be able to have the camera sit straight and it wouldn't even move. Now that the filter's on, that extra gram does shift the weight just a little bit. As you can see, going through the power sequence now, and like I mentioned, there was no issues with it when it was on the camera itself. No issues with moving the camera up and down and panning and tilting. It didn't really have any effect on it. I'm not going to go into too much detail on how to dial in the filters. I actually have a bunch of videos for that, and I'll make sure they're linked above and down below. But here I just wanted to kind of address some of the questions that people have been asking me, is that if there's any tint or any color casting from these filters on the footage. So I wanted to make sure I flew it with, of course, no filter on there, and then go and fly them side by side, do the exact same pass with all the other filters to see if there's any color change based on the filter alone. So in the top left, we have the one with no filter, and then I was also able to shoot with the ND8, 16, and 32. I kept everything in auto except for the white balance. That way we're not going to see different white balances based on the auto setting that the camera's choosing. I left it all at sunny, but all of the aperture as well as the shutter speed was left in auto. And here you're able to see the effects of the stronger ND filter and how that affects the shutter speed. Now, considering everything was shot in auto, it was really nice just to see the difference in how much those ND filters bring down my shutter speed. The great thing about the Mavic 2 is that you're able to adjust the aperture and really fine tune it. So based on whatever type of ND you have, you can now also adjust the aperture to really get to the exact shutter speed that you're going to need for your footage. And PGYTECH once again has been nice enough to give me an extra set of these accessories to give out to you guys. And for this giveaway, I'm going to change it up just a little bit. A lot of you guys don't know that I post a lot of my photos that I talk about and give you guys tutorials on my Instagram page. So make sure you guys, number one, go to my Instagram page, /Aldrin. Number two is make sure you're following the account. Navigate over to this photo I'm pointing to right here. And in the comments, just write #YouTube. As always, guys, if you guys got value from my video, make sure you don't forget to smash that like button. Also, if you're not subscribed, make sure you subscribe and hit that bell to be notified when I post new videos. This is Aldrin with FlytPath.com. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.